welcome back to my absolutely crazy studio right now. It's really hot out here because the air's not keeping up because it's so sunny. Yeah, hopefully this thing is tracking my, keeping me in focus. But today, I'm trying to get up here. If you see the word Xtool, it's because I did something. Well, I did a thing. I actually purchased, let me get down here so it can see. I have an M1 Ultra. Yep, Xtool M1 Ultra. I made the purchase. It is not sponsored at all, and so yeah, I'm just gonna take you along and show you what I get up to with it. I have lots of ideas. I have lots and lots of wood already pre-prepped. While I was waiting for the machine, I realized I have a lot of really nice 1/4-inch plywood left over from different builds and things like that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see what the M1 Ultra can do as an artist. I see lots of people do it for laser engraving and things like that. Yeah, that sounds like fun. I probably will offer some of those things, but my biggest thing is I want to take the art that I already create and do something with the laser. So I have some ideas. Don't know what I'll get done in this vlog, but yeah, so let's unbox it. Please ignore the messy studio. Yeah, it's a working studio, so I'm not always clean. I have cleaned up a bit in certain areas so I can figure out where to put this machine. But yeah, so let's see what goes. I hope this thing won't move me around. I'm gonna grab the scissors and we're gonna get this thing open. I'm probably going to put you on time lapse because this is going to take a little bit. I've unboxed it. I've not opened everything, but I will tell you, you've got the exhaust, you've got the multi-carriage, a toolkit, the 10-watt laser, the inkjet carriage. The reason I got the 10-watt is because the smaller the wattage, at least what I've watched so far, means that I can get a lot more detail in my engravings. So I did do that. It will take longer to cut something, but for engraving it'll be even better. I think this is for the inkjet, to hold the inkjet. It came with some fine point pens, a printer cartridge, which I did order an extra one, which should come in tomorrow. Like I said, the toolkit, 2 different mats at the bottom. I'm gonna spend some time now setting everything up, and then I'll come back to you. The plugs and all the cords, it's all right here. There's also some grease to do that. But I'm about to go through the whole setup process and find out exactly what has to be done. Like I said, I also have the riser system coming in, and that will have the honeycomb underneath, the honeycomb cutting mat underneath it. I also have the air assist coming in, so if I do anything tonight, I will not have air assist, so I will have to tape everything. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on right now. I'm gonna go through the whole getting it set up, and then I will go and come back and we'll go through this. But also my camera's dying, so I'm gonna go put it on charge. Okay, day two. I've got my machine. I've got it finally vented out my window. We had some extra things for aircon, and my husband cut a hole that fit my part, and we taped it in right now. I got it in, got everything connected, got the filter. Remember, if you get one of these, it comes with filters. Put a filter in. I totally forgot and had to retake it off. It is connected, everything's in. I got my first piece of test material. Right now, I'm waiting on some firmware that needed to download once I connected it to my computer. But yeah, so day 2, I need to put a curtain on that window. But yeah, so yeah, we'll see what happens next. Or I can just film from a different angle so I don't get the glare. But yeah, so we're trying to get this set up. I've got my mats up there. I think I'm gonna put some shelving up there. I took the art piece that was up there down because sometimes it gets knocked, and I didn't want that to happen. I didn't have it permanently put up there, so I took it down. But yeah, I've got all my extra tools and stuff in baskets. I'm gonna try to figure out a way of putting it on the wall. But yeah, the firmware is taking a little long to download. It's almost done. But yeah, so we'll see how this goes. When you first set up the machine, it had sent me a coaster to try out, and this is the project it teaches you on. So basically it takes you through everything to do this coaster. So let's see how it works. Day 3, trying different wood. Have my riser base now and my air assist. So, different wood, different settings. Yeah, I'm using this name badge as my trial thing. So, yeah. So, different wood, different setting. Let's play around with this one. I think this is more of what I want, and the air assist is keeping it from scorching. So, yeah. Okay, here we go. This was the first one I did. No air assist, major scorching. Second one I did, no air assist, still major scorching. I do like how dark this is and how deep it is. This was the third one I did yesterday on basswood, no air assist, so you do see scorching. And it's not as deep as I would really want it. Like, I can't really feel the letters. I can feel this, but not the letters. This was the first one I did this morning. I did not change the settings from this for this wood, which now I know I need a different settings. So I actually made the one that is cutting now with different settings. So, but yeah. But the air assist, there's no scorching, but it's barely there. So, it's a learning curve. It's a good thing I got all this. I also decided to try a rose, which is one of the products I want to do. And this one is engraving fairly deeply, so I'm going to see how this works. But yeah, it's going to be a little teardrop, or I don't know, keychain. I was just trying it out. But yeah, this is one of the products that I really want to be able to do. So I'm trying to make sure how it's working, which is a solid vector shape. Like, completely solid. So we'll see. But yeah, it's coming along. There's still another 8 minutes left. It's 12 minutes to process these 3 things, but, you know, lasers are not fast, but they are fun. Still on day 3, super excited. The test that I did earlier came out great. So I have converted my little be still and know design into vector, and I'm trying it 3 different ways. So the roses are doing the same on all 3, but the lettering is different on all 3. So I'm going to see how it looks and figure out which one I like. And yeah, these are going to be keychains. I am super excited about this. I'm excited, and I'm trying not to be overly excited on this video, but it was a little bit of trial and error getting it all set up. But once I got it set up, I am very excited about this machine. So I'm going to take you along and see. Yes, it can cut paper. It can cut vinyl. It can cut fabric. I bought it because of the laser. It can print on wood. It can print on everything. But I bought it because of the laser. And so, the laser's what's got me excited. So, we'll show you more later. Still day 3. I have literally been running this machine like crazy. It's definitely getting a workout today. These are for something called Every Heart Restored, which I am a facilitator for. It's a program for women who have suffered PTSD and trauma. And as I said, I'm a facilitator for it. Well, these are going to be the pins that they get when they graduate. It's the Japanese, I guess I cannot pronounce the word correctly, where they fix things that are broken. So to fix tarts. Yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. Okay, I've sort of lost what day this is. I think it's 4 or 5. I don't know. But I did have some good products come out of it. So I finally realized I could get what the settings work to do name badges and magnets. These were done. I did create a few other ones which I walked in the house with and left them. So I made some keychains out of this. I'll put some pictures up at the end of the things that I have already either handed off or something else. I did make a whole bunch of these. I facilitate a course called Every Heart Restored. I'm one of their facilitators. And so this is a sample of the graduation pin. And then I actually did make one of these that turned out good. This one had a knot in the edge, so it didn't cut out cleanly. But otherwise, I do like this. I'm probably just going to sand it down and make it a magnet. This one I'm working on. I need to do an outline for this. It's just a bit, like a bitmap. It's just a pixel art. And so I need to do an outline for it. But everything else did great. Because the rest is vector. It's just the daisy is not. Here's a whole bunch of things that didn't go right, too. These were the first ones that I did. I was using just some sample wood, just some paneling, and it has a really, really prominent grain. So you can see that grain on it. So it did not engrave as well. This one is the basswood, and I think I just need to clean it up. But still, you know, it didn't do as well. This one is the basswood. So, okay, this was one processing with the basswood. I think, no, this was I don't know. I ended up getting the best results with the cheap Dollar Tree wood, which I haven't been able to find in my Dollar Trees lately. This was the basswood. So they didn't do as bad as I thought, but they didn't do as good either. But yeah, so this is what I've done so far. Like I said in the video a couple of times, I'm really focusing on the laser because that's what I bought it for. Yeah, I know it can do everything that a Cricut or Silhouette can do, and it can print on things, but I bought it for the laser, and I think it's going to be great. And yeah, so I'm not going to turn this into a laser, channel, but I will show you what I create with my art using this laser. One of the things that has made it so much easier for me is because for this past year, this whole year, I've been designing coloring pages pretty much with all of my art. So I have line art already that is very easy to vectorize. And so because I already have that line art, it makes it super easy. By the way, if you want to get the coloring sheets, they are over on my Patreon. It's $5 a month, and you get 3 to 4 new coloring pages to print out. And they can you can either print them out or you can load them into Procreate and use them that way. But yeah, so yeah, all of my artwork that I've been creating this year has been with line art, like very good line art, separated onto another layer. So I was able to produce things like this fairly easily with the trace function in the Xtool software. So yeah, but if you like this video, if you've gotten this far, please click that like button, hit subscribe, and leave me a comment on what you would like to see me create as an artist using a laser. Have a good one. See you soon.